three. 1, 2, 3.
God damn, we're getting
getting pretty sharp.
That was close.
We're getting pretty sharp on that.
I
Even your neighbors was outside. Like, hold on a second.
But then you fuck it up by talking over it. It's supposed to be clap.
Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Lifted, Lowered, and Confused podcast. Today is a show recap, if Dean pays attention.
I'm on punishment.
You are on punishment. So we went to a car show on the 4th, right? It was
May the 4th.
May the 4th. May the 4th be with us.
May the 4th.
It was called LowriderFest. It was put on by Jim's Racers and Rods, right?
I think that's right, yeah.
I think he's the main sponsor, main promoter. And it was held at Quaker Steak and Lube, home of the delicious mac and cheese burger.
It was delicious, too. I don't know who partook in that, but
I know I did.
it was good.
Careful, your diabetes is acting up.
I know I did. Would you just leave the microphone?
Why do you look so little today?
Because I'm on timeout, apparently. Every chair I always get is just like smaller and smaller. And it keeps me lower and lower. And he gets stilts to sit on, and he's already 7'3".
You'll be all right.
Haters gonna hate. So LowriderFest was a pretty good show. Decent turnout for the first one.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good. It was on blacktop, and it was hot.
It got spicy.
It was
brutal
got
out
spicy.
there. It was brutal out there.
And it ain't even bad yet.
A lot of cool cars. It was called LowriderFest, but it wasn't just Lowriders. It was Lowriders, mini trucks, full size trucks, bag trucks. It was
Like Slamfest.
It's a good mix.
yeah. It was a solid mix. It was just a custom car show, in my opinion, with a good showing of lowriders.
There's only one section that I did not like, didn't understand why it was there. It was the three-wheeler motorcycles, the massive group of them.
Oh yeah. What are those?
The T-Rexes or whatever the
Oh,
damn.
the T-Rexes, yeah.
T-Rexes.
Yeah,
Everybody pulled in. It was just like watching one carbon copy after the next with a different set of wheels. I was like, why are you here?
No.
Wait, I thought those were slingshots.
Slingshots, yeah.
They
should've-
should've- I don't know what they call
I didn't make it. I must not have made it over that side of the
No, they should have slingshot over to the next parking lot.
Yeah, they were way over, but that's a category that's growing. I mean, people are into them. We're seeing them a lot more at car shows, local car shows. I know, love it or hate it. You know, I mean,
That's true.
try
That's
to be
true.
accepting of everybody.
No, we don't.
Trying not to talk.
They're out
I'm thinking Stanced. I'm thinking Carolina Squat. I'm thinking, no, we don't.
There's some cool ones. Like we know a guy local here that's doing a air ride on one and a
On what?
four-wheel conversion
on a slingshot?
On a slingshot, yeah. Bobby, if he listens, Bobby, if you're listening, we're still looking for that. Yeah, they do a conversion. It'd be pretty killer when it's done.
We're not.
Yeah.
That's it.
Some of us.
There's one guy out there going, "I'm listening. My name's not Bobby."
So we each picked a favorite car, a favorite truck / SUV, and the vehicle that we think had the most potential. There was a few cars there that were still under construction, but they showed out, which was cool. So, Tim, let's start with you, buddy.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
We'll go clockwise for
Oh,
that.
yeah. sounds like a fantastic start. So I would say that there was a lot of different things there, right? And I liked a lot of different stuff.
This is already starting to sound like the Merc story.
Yeah. So there I was.
In the sweltering heat.
Hot ass parking lot. Full of mac and cheese burgers.
Oh my God.
Burgers, plural? You had more than one?
No, yeah.
Lucky.
I was stealing pieces of yours when you weren't looking. I think for me the most potential. I mean, the Cadillac was awesome. Probably I don't know what year it was. 48, probably 40, 47, maybe.
The one,
sure.
which one?
Yeah, it was kind of rat rotted out. It had a
17-inch wire wheels,
The crazy
cross lace.
setup.
It was on the juice. It had some 17s or 16s or something.
It was on the Snows.
Cross lace.
17.
Yeah.
Is that your most potential or your favorite car?
God, it's a little bit of both, really. 'Cause
Yeah.
It wasn't done. It obviously had some kind of LS motor swap
I
based
get
on
it.
the
I
stuff
get
that
that.
was in there. So
It did.
it's really both. As far as my favorite truck goes, and we talked a little bit about this when we were walking around, but probably that white Toyota with the red interior. That's
Super
Vic's
clean.
buddy. Yeah, that is super nice. The dash, the back window goes down, which is super cool.
Yeah.
The sunroof.
Taillights were all custom. It was
Yeah, and of course,
Super nice
and
Toyota.
we were talking about that too, Trent. And that from a Toyota body style. I mean, that's hands down to me. That's probably the iconic body style of.
hands down my favorite
Taco.
mini truck is that year, that body style.
Yeah, they look great.
For
And
me, it needed to be an extended cab just because I'm a big
Yeah.
fat ass and I like stereo.
yeah, and the blue Toyota is fantastic as well, but the white one with the red interior just does it for me.
Yeah. So you don't have a favorite?
No, I guess not. I really like
So that
Cadillac.
Cadillac was-
yeah,
covers
we
both
spent a lot of
bases
time
for
with
you.
that. It did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was in a similar situation, but for the sake of picking three, I picked three. Of course, the vehicle I think that had the most potential, which was also my favorite car, but I won't say it's my favorite car. I'll pick a different one. Was the Caprice, the glass house. There's a glass house there that is going to be a 70s style build. Super cool, super nice. Not for everybody. Some people hated it.
Loved it.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it. I saw that from the other end of the parking lot, and I was like,
Yeah.
is that a chopped
He
Caprice?
did, man. He targeted it, right? So like how I have my patterns, I would stop at the front of the back window. He chopped it there.
That's a popular mod. I see a lot of
Cap-
glass houses
Capped
like
it
that.
super nice. Suicide the front, the
had
doors.
you had that mod done,
Listen, we're not going to
It
talk
could
about
have landed on your
that would have been on your front seat.
upholstery.
We're going to talk about this in a minute, boys and girls.
Yeah.
that. So
That is-
anyway,
that is
big-
not a train light.
Put a frown on it.
anyway, that car I think had the most potential at the show. As far as a favorite car that was done, is another Caprice. Honestly, I don't know if Diana and Rolly watched, but Diana's Caprice.
Oof.
I know it's on Air Ride, but it's such a clean car.
And there's
lays nice.
hold on. There's nothing wrong with Air Ride, but if
There's
you guys
nothing.
have been
It's-
listening
it's
for a
the
long time,
evolution.
you know that Will is just not an Air Ride guy.
I'm
Habitually an air ride hater.
I'm not a hater. Not a hater.
Habitually.
It's the evolution. It's fine. I get it. I accept it. It's totally fine.
Notice every
I
time he says that, he
personally-
closes his eyes.
Yeah.
I
You know, it's the
personally
evolution.
am
It's,
And it goes
it's
up.
like going like
his
this.
voice goes up one octave.
It's
I
like
can't
this.
believe that this is your guys' attitude, because if I would have bagged that Lincoln Town car, my kidneys would still be in their place after driving all the way up to Tampa.
So anyway, Diana's Caprice. It's an earlier '70s Caprice, and it is just
Fair pick.
it is
Fair
just
pick.
clean.
It is a beautiful
It is-
car.
The trunk setup for being an Air Ride setup, the trunk setup is one of the nicest I've seen.
Listen, I don't even like orange. I don't like orange at all. And I like it on that car with those wheels.
Yeah, the wheels are.
Yeah.
And that's
great.
not,
Yeah.
I'm not blowing smoke because we're all friends with her and everything. I don't like orange. That thing really looks proper. I wouldn't change much about that car except for me driving it. Like, it's a really nice car.
And as far as truck / SUV, there was a I want to say, were they 50s or early 60s trucks like that dually
Oh,
and
the
that
dually was
Suburban?
Yeah, it was a C10.
I really
so.
I like that Suburban that was with them.
Big body.
I don't,
tan-
I don't know the
tan one.
years. It's
No, wasn't that one?
like a 64, probably.
Maybe.
65.
Maybe
It was before.
It was super clean,
Yeah,
super
it was nice.
super clean. I believe it's in the video. It's in the walkthrough video, but I don't think I got pictures of it.
Well, it better be.
there are
cameraman.
some pictures out there. We'll be able to post some pictures of
Yeah,
it. 'Cause
that
I've
was
seen-
my
I've
that
seen
was
some
that
pictures.
was my favorite SUV. Not that one. No.
That's what I thought, yeah. That big bubbly.
No, those guys weren't there very long. It
Ford.
seemed
Yeah,
like,
they weren't.
seemed like they
Ford
pulled up
50s.
and pulled out.
Yeah, because we got there, then we went and ate, and then when we got out, they were gone. But
Saw
I really-
Nikolai's paint job there, finally.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to see that from pictures. To see it in person, oof.
The guy calls it Psycho White. That C10.
Boy, the
Super
pattern
clean.
pattern
Patterns are
work
nice.
that guy does,
Yeah.
outstanding.
Yeah. So
Outstanding.
Trent, what was your top three here?
For the best truck, I'm going with the 51 Suburban. That thing was badass. I love
Okay.
that truck.
Yeah.
Gorgeous truck inside and out. Would have been Alan's car, Alan's truck.
I was almost there too.
That paint job, bro.
Sick.
Once he gets that interior done, that's going to be a show-stopping son of a bitch. That's a bad,
Listen.
bad truck.
Every time I see it,
Yeah.
I gotta be around it. I gotta look at. I'm trying to find. What I'm trying to do is I'm really trying on the low. I'm trying to find imperfections because I mean, like even like he doesn't even have door panels and stuff in the rear, and I don't think on this like anywhere. And it's painted on the inside of the areas where you're never even going to see once the door, like the upholstery's there, and even it looks like ironed out. It's like how is it that clean?
Buddy, that is one of the cleanest full flake paint jobs I've ever seen. Like it's the smoothness of it is on level with like Double Trouble, right?
Oh wait, and here's one more for you.
Without all those graphics and all that, it's not at that level. But it's as far as how nice and smooth a full flake paint job can be.
And it hasn't been, and to my knowledge, because I talked to Oscar, apparently it hasn't even been cut and buffed yet.
Wow.
How that thing looks like
I'd love to know
a sheet of glass and it hasn't even been cut
I'd
yet.
love to know what clear they used. Because I want to get some of that.
It laid down like an angel. It just
But
went,
it is clear. It is not yellow.
If you know
it
what
doesn't
clear is
shrink.
on that, please post in the comments.
It hasn't shrunk.
Oscar was
It
telling me,
hasn't
he's like, it
cracked.
hasn't even been cut and buffed yet. I said, fuck you, you're lying. He goes, no, Death Sears hasn't even been cut and buffed yet.
It won best paint, right?
One best paint. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean,
about to say that.
no one's shocked on that one.
No,
Yeah.
no.
It was
I mean, for it to not be cut and buffed, like it has not yellowed. It has not dyed back. It has not shrunk. It is.
It was shining in that
To
blazing
be
hot
fair, I don't even
sun.
know if it's dry yet. He got that truck back and he was like, all right, I'm gone. He's already put several thousand miles on it. So the thing was probably still damp as he was on the highway.
on his way to Sonic.
Gone. He's like, I'm going to get a drink. Sonic.
Anyway,
Post
what
up.
about your car?
We're going with the 61 drop.
Okay.
Oh, best traditional lowrider on that one.
Yeah,
Yep.
you won best traditional rider.
With air ride.
That car was
You're not even a huge 61 fan.
it was pretty.
That's how pretty it was.
Evolution, baby.
Evolution.
Best traditional lowrider with air ride.
Is it? Is it on
was.
air?
It
I didn't
is.
even know that.
Yep.
Good for him.
I didn't know it was either.
His lip just curled. He goes, I didn't know it was either. And he started looking like he was snarling.
true.
He's
You know
like,
what
I didn't
burns
know it
my
was either.
ass?
It's not
No,
true.
really chapped my ass. Grinds my gear.
You know, it really grinds my gears.
It's not true.
And then the most potential for me was that 59 Chrysler Windsor.
Ah, the Chrysler.
That
Yeah,
car.
that was a little shit.
That car is
That was done right there. Just laid out.
sexy.
Yeah.
You put a little bit more into that,
Yeah, like you driving it.
I'd be
That's about it.
I'd push it right now.
Pour a little bit of me in there.
right now. So, but I know you. I found some pictures for you for views
Thank
back.
you. Thank you. So what was it? It was
Favorite
favorite car,
Favorite truck
favorite truck,
and most potential.
most potential.
Which one do you think had the most potential?
Most potential. I'm gonna have to agree with that. No, that
Come on,
that's
say
the
it.
Cadillac.
Oh,
Cadillac.
The
The-
48?
The 48 with the 7.
49, whatever
Why?
it is.
That's, I said the Cadillac. He goes 48, and then this is what he shows me. He goes, that? Yeah, the busted hammer
Right.
toes.
That's all right. That's weird you took that picture, Trent. I wanted to talk to you more about that.
We'll talk about it after this.
It was a
We'll
close
put it right here. We'll talk
on
about
some real shit. Not because I'm not trying to copy you. It was a close between the Caprice and that Cadillac. I think just the reason I went with the Cadillac, yeah, dude. I don't know. Like, I want to say you don't see those that much, but you also don't see Caprices like cut up like that either. I favored the old body style, the big bubbly 40s, 50. You know, I love that. Like, my heart is there. So that's why I went with the Cadillac. I really loved that he did a cross lace and a 17 of all things, because when you get, here's my biggest
on
problem with
Vogues, I believe. Right?
Yeah.
certain
That was
cars.
a good look.
Certain lowriders, to me, you know, 13s don't look right. In my opinion, they don't look right on every lowrider. My Cadillac, it's got to have at least a 14. It's too small in my opinion, with a 13. A car that size that makes my Cadillac look small, like my year Cadillac, 16, 15, 16, 17 is where it needs to be for a wire wheel. Those were 17s, and it looked very small in those fender wells, but it looked appropriate. Size-wise, it didn't look like it was riding on ball bearings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I love the 17 cross lace, so it's not the norm. Nice sidewall. It had white wall on it as well. The pump setup in the rear was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I appreciated
Old school
that, the
with
way
the
they had it
tubing.
mounted body mount points, and still like it almost had like the tray floating. So that was pretty dope. And it didn't look like it was intentionally patinaed or rat rotted. It looked again, like potential, like just looked like
Authentic.
it had unfinished. Had the roof done, looking real sharp. So that was my most potential. Really, really enjoyed that car. Close second would have been that Caprice. When I saw that, and I was like, that is friggin', that's like 75 to 80s build right there all day. And then the interior, it fell out right out of the 80s.
I had like the Caprice had like an acrylic chain steering
Yes,
wheel, right?
yes,
Like
dude, that thing
chain
fell
steering wheel
out of
with,
the
with
80s.
acrylic around it.
And
It
the
was
fuzzy
crazy.
dash.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love
I saw that, and it was all hot pink too,
Yeah,
and it was like,
it
oof,
definitely had some cool things going on for sure.
very cool things. Favorite truck, love the Toyotas. I don't know if this is just because I've owned a couple Rangers. I fell in love with that 91 blue Ford Ranger. Everything about it. So the front quarters were grafted to the cowl, under window cowl. So that's not something you would want to tag in a car wreck because you have to then cut that away and fix that. So bold move, but makes it look extremely smooth. Everything about it, the wheels, the stance, a lot of red. I love the interior. I love the bed.
Wasn't a big fan of those wheels, but I did like that truck.
It's just got a real. It's,
I
to me,
did
it's
like
got
that.
overall. It just screams 90s. Only thing I disliked on it, or not disliked, but I guess change or alter. Too much red. There's nothing to break up the contrast. And that's popular with interiors now. I'm noticing is just they pick one color and everything from the material to the stitching is the exact same color. It's just
Yeah,
too.
manufacturer's been doing that forever though.
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Like this car from '75, everything was red.
There's still some contrast, but
No, everything was red.
I don't know. Agree to disagree on that one.
All right, well, what about your favorite car?
So that was definitely my favorite truck. I really did appreciate it through and through, though. Favorite car. I think I'm gonna have to agree with Trent. Yeah, that was like between him and I. That was like unanimous. Like that Windsor. Like that was, and that was his most potential, right? So for me, that was like probably my favorite vehicle there because, again, 50s fat fender vehicles. But it's a toss up too. It had a lot of potential. So I was kind of like in the middle of a lot of things. The truck was like the easiest thing for me to pick as far as like favorite truck. Everything else, it was like there's potential / favorite vehicle.
Yeah. Justin, what about you, buddy?
Most potential is that Cadillac.
Okay.
2 for 2.
Same reasons, I guess.
Yeah.
Favorite car is the Galaxy.
Oh, the
Galaxies.
Galaxy
Man.
was sweet. Air ride.
I want one of those.
Bruh.
man.
Yeah, it
I
was-
want one of those. I want a convertible though. And
Forgot
of course,
about
I'd
that, yeah.
put
And
it
those
on
wheels,
all
those
those.
wheels kind of got for a while there got burnt out. Everybody was running them on everything,
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those.
but
that
I can't say
one
it don't
thing I
look
changed.
right.
That car worked.
It looks right.
Stem to stern.
It looks right on those. It's just
You know
everybody,
what looks
what's-
right? 13s, 14s.
No, not on that car.
Oh yes. Have you ever seen a Galaxy Lowrider?
I can do.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, no,
The
Galaxy.
convertibles though.
A Galaxy
The
on
coupes I
14s,
don't think look
15s.
Good.
Galaxy on 14s, 15s. That's one of those cars that can cross over, to me, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You can literally do big wheels on it, or
to
you
me,
can do small wheels.
To
on
me, only the convertibles though. The coupes, they're just too sharp. I think.
it. Okay.
The way the rear
The
comes
roof,
down,
yeah.
it's I don't know. Those just don't look right as a lowrider to me.
Okay.
But the verts, oh, beautiful.
What about the 67, 68 with the more?
See, I'm not a fan of those.
Really?
Not a fan of those. I like the
Got more sweep to it.
64s, and I would do a 63, but those are the only two.
Can I just say again that Harlot's got me stuck on that 67? I want a 67 now. Bad.
Impala, yeah.
Dude, from the roof line just goes,
There's a nice one there.
disappears into a teardrop.
A little drippy if you're watching.
Yep.
Hope you made it home.
All right, well, so
And,
it's
I really like the white truck with the graphics, C10.
okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a white.
Yes.
The one
That
that,
was that's
what, the one that Nikolai painted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
It's either that or the Suburban, but
Both those cars, the truck and the car that was next to it.
Yeah, that was a tough. Listen,
nice.
it was a tough show. It wasn't a ton of cars. It was a fair amount, but there were some really nice cars. So it didn't make it easy to pick like potential or favorite vehicle because there were some oddballs too. That Bourbon you don't see a lot. That Windsor you don't see a lot. That Caprice and the way it was done you don't see a lot. The Cadillac. I mean, you can keep going on and on. It was real beautiful.
I thought
cars.
your favorite potential would have been that purple thing on the trailer.
No, that to me was just one of, I think just in general, like it's not a favorite build as a truck, but it's just a favorite in my heart,
So that-
favorite car, because it
and
was
that
just
had-
a 70s build.
And that had the potential to be a pretty cool story. So apparently that guy had that thing for a long time.
Yeah.
It was a 58 Impala. It was purple, and it was rough.
Heavily modified from the
A lot
70s.
Of, yeah, a lot of body mods. I think it was on hydraulics, but
It was.
Yeah, heavily modified.
They
Especially
changed the nose, they chopped the top, they extended the rear, they recessed the fifth wheel. Like they did so many body modifications to that, but it was, again,
That was the time.
So he
that
had
was a
it.
70s lowrider.
He had it sitting on the trailer, and he told the DJ that it was for sale. Somebody just come make him an offer.
God, I should have went and
just
talked to
wanted it
this
gone.
guy.
And
Should have listened to Justin.
From what I understand, a father and son went up to him and were talking to him about it, and we're going to offer it to him. And they were talking to him, telling him it was going to be a father-son build and something cool for them to do together. And ended up giving it to him, from what I understand.
That's what the DJ was saying.
That's what the DJ said.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Could you imagine if I came up to him and be like, I need one of y'all to help me too?
Just it would be your son.
And you'd be like, oh, you bought the car? I'd be like, no, he gave it to us, so now we have to do a tribute build. Can someone help me get this home?
He did what?
Yeah.
Yeah. So listen,
What?
I hope that's a cool story if it actually happened.
I really hope they
hope
bring
it
that
did.
back. It deserves it.
Yeah, hopefully they
That's a
work on
piece of history, man.
it. It is. It is.
That because nowadays get a lowrider, to build a lowrider, which I'm not knocking it. Any of your choice vehicles, you can name them: Lincolns, Regals, Cadillacs, and all you do is throw hydros on it. Boom, hydros and a set of wheels is a lowrider.
Done.
In the 70s, exactly done. In the 70s and 80s,
I know a guy.
the body mods were the thing. Not just the suspension was like the icing on the cake, but the real meat and
Yeah,
potato of a lowrider back in the day was cutting it the
Yeah,
fuck up.
60s, 70s.
Yeah.
A lot of cool
And
stuff.
that thing was just littered with body mods. It almost looked like the hydraulics were an afterthought. That's how much modification was done to it. Screamed 70s. Loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to see that thing done.
Cool.
Hopefully they do it.
Hopefully.
I hope it doesn't get parked in somebody's yard and just looked at.
Did anybody pick a favorite bike?
Bicycle?
Kind of bike.
Bicycle?
I did actually. I did.
What are you trying to show me, bro?
Oh, just if you want to shot.
Was it his toes again?
People we know that won.
I
up
did-
at the,
Oh yeah. So people who won, your Alan won best paint. We covered that.
Yeah.
Bustamante. Is it Mike? Bustamante?
Mike Bustamante.
He had a silver lifted Silverado
And
with
purple.
purple airbrush flames going down the front of it. He won.
Second place in something.
No, he won like best non-lowrider.
That's non
Best non-lowrider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Scotty from our group,
Shout out to Scotty.
Sure.
Scotty got a top 25.
top 25. Vic
Just for a
from
nice
Severed,
ass vehicle, man.
Vic
Shout
from
out.
Severed. Shout out Vic. You got a top 25.
and Diana got the top.
And
25.
Diane got a top. Yeah. Solid choices.
All well deserving.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Very much deserving.
Absolutely. But,
Scotty's gone through that truck so damn much now. He's finally starting to receive little credit due. But I mean, it's beyond any hardware. Since that thing has been hitting the show scene, he's been having crowds around it. And now every time he goes to another show, something else is done. Something else is done, and progressively, more people are just crowding. Apparently, when he pulled up there, he couldn't even back up. People were already starting to swarm him in his parking spot. He couldn't even pull it up and park it. He was like, "Can you move out of the way?" And they were trying to ask him questions. So
Without saying. What the hell's that? Back.
Mm-hmm.
You hear that?
Something like feeding a little
Those
bit.
mosquitoes flew.
Without
I was
getting into
gonna-
too much detail, you think we could talk about the how we got to repaint that? Without saying the verbiage and people playing jokes on one another. Like there's a point where jokes
Yeah.
go too far.
repaint. Well, oh,
Absolutely.
Obviously we're not gonna say
yeah, no.
what it is.
Scott, whoever did Scotty's body work on his truck thought it would be funny to write something
Controversial on the side of it with his finger or with
A grease pen.
a grease
pen.
pen, grease pen, which
and
then showed through.
And I don't know how well he cleaned it or wiped it off after he did it, but
Clearly not well
it
enough.
is starting to bleed through where you can see it through the black paint, and it's not something that we want to endorse. So we're gonna go ahead and spray that bedside ASAP and get it here. I told him get it here, and I'll paint it this weekend.
Yeah.
As soon as it comes here, it's getting
It's getting shot because that when you see it in the right light, you can
Yeah.
visibly apparently see what was written, and it's like,
And every one of us here fucks with one another,
yeah.
like religiously. But
There's certain things you don't. do.
there's certain things where like if you're doing something, it's hidden well.
Yeah.
But like that was just
that shit will bleed through. You know,
Yeah.
on the back of some upholstery, if you use a pen, let alone a Sharpie, if you use a pen, certain things will eventually bleed through the foam, which will then bleed through the vinyl, and it will come. You will see it. You can see transfer marks and everything where you line up, and so so using your finger or using a grease pen on the side of a very flat panel and not cleaning it properly, it's there.
Sure,
It's going to come through. So
Absolutely.
his heart apparently sunk when he saw it. So now he's very disgusted with that.
Yeah, we were waiting for you guys with the trailer issues. We just had me stand on the curb just right, and we're like,
Oh yeah, we can talk about the trailer issue.
I couldn't even imagine noticing that and then just my heart sinking like, dude,
yeah, he was
what?
this close to just taking it back and dropping it off at the house. And
Was he
riding
really?
the trailer. Yeah.
Huh,
He's like,
could you
I don't even
imagine
wanna take
seeing
it.
that on the side of your shit? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No, definitely not bueno.
Scott's got some family stuff he's dealing with this week, but I would say hopefully within the next few days to
As soon as
week
it's ready.
needs to get that thing in here so he can what do you got to do? Scuff it down and then
Yeah,
reshoot?
I got to scuff the whole side down because I can blend the color. I just can't blend the clears.
Gotcha.
We'll
And
blend the
scuff it.
color, get it right.
And then what are you just trying to do? Just bury it back with the black?
Well, I'm going to take that spot down to metal.
Okay,
I
okay.
got some direct to metal primer over there.
Good.
And some sealers.
Okay, goodbye.
the color.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. No.
No more of that bullshit.
Yeah.
So,
Scott even said, and Scott don't know much about shit when it comes to paint, but he even said, dude, that's going to come through my paint. Like that'll, what if that comes through? Okay, and the guy was, nah, it ain't going to come through. Blah, blah, blah. Here you are a couple years later. Comes
Coming
through.
or repaint the damn.
He didn't even remember what it said until you could read it clearly. It's like, oh,
Yeah. That's terrible. Speaking of jokes going too far, Ryan played a joke on me. I'm just kidding, Ryan. I'm just Ryan. I'm joking. This
it actually sounded just like that.
no, it was far louder. This was not Ryan's fault. I'm kidding.
Put it on.
But however, we did have a
Big as your
catastrophe
head,
here
bro.
at the shop.
Big as your head, but not as big as Tim's ego.
Ryan and I were
Who's
hanging.
talking about egos over there? Hold on.
It's true.
You just, it takes one to know one.
Hey,
Wow.
hey, yeah.
Oh, jeez. I feel like we should thumb wrestle.
Wait, let's toe wrestle. I'd say toe wrestle, but looking at them fucking things, I'm done.
Come get them.
His
we're
middle
off the
toe is a
rails.
Brazilian,
Get 'em. We're off
like
the-
the black belt.
We're off the rails. So let's get off my toes.
Taekwondo. We'll put a picture right here.
We won't do that.
Yes, we will.
We won't do that.
You're gonna love them.
Yeah,
Dean does.
It looks like the second one's mad at the first one. Is like, I'm not
it
gonna
does.
talk-
It
I'm not
looks
gonna
like it's
talk to
looking
you
at
no
it
more.
like squinting.
So angry. So
Looks like Jeff Dunham's puppet. Just
Anyway.
taking a lot of heat here.
Anyway, where were we?
The fan. We're talking
right
about
here,
the fan.
baby.
I don't, can
Right
you see
here.
the fan in the video?
I don't know if you can see the fan, but Ryan and I were hanging this beautiful fan back
no
here.
car that saw the.
I heard hanging a beautiful fan, and this ceiling is literally like 20 feet from the ground.
It's-
right?
it's up
16
there.
foot sidewall.
It's
4
up
feet
there. We hung the fan. We got it all wired. Everything was copacetic.
Turned
Turned the button on to turn the fan and the light on, and the
And the-
And this
fan
guy right
shroud
here
Said I'm
said,
off.
that
I'm out.
This weighs. It is glass, not plastic. It is glass and metal. stainless.
Solid 5 pounds there.
Here, at least 5 pounds,
Yeah.
and it decided to fall right on the roof of my Caprice.
And it fell. I mean, it probably fell 15 feet, reached terminal velocity in about 8.
Velocity.
Yeah.
What are you, Bill Nye now? He's reached terminal velocity.
Yes.
It was coming. It probably bounced off that roof with about, I don't know, 28 pounds. Of
His heart
weight.
actually beat
Yeah.
the same
you
way.
can see because the glass sits down, so one dent is the glass and the other dent is the metal. It hit it like that.
Oh, gosh.
But thankfully, it only left 2 very small dents. Didn't break the paint. Thank God.
Just your spirit.
Just my spirit. Ryan and I both pooped a little bit.
Wait. Ryan was here for that?
Oh yeah.
I just like Ryan Homer Simpson into the bushes.
Oh yeah.
Backs
No, he was
up.
here.
I could listen. I couldn't have passed that up. I would have looked at him and been like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck?"
What did
No.
you do?
Just once. Just
when we head back up to his shop, you need to literally walk over to his toolbox, grab a ball peen hammer, and just look at the Biscayne and go, "Where do you want it, bro? 1 for 1. Where do you want it?"
No.
no. Bring the cap. Get on the top of his second stories and just and just
No, not
hit
gonna do it.
something.
Faulty.
not Ryan's fault.
Faulty products. It's just.
No, you can't help that. You,
This-
you guys assemble it and it
this-
said I quit.
This doesn't screw on there. It's a pressure.
That is a weird
pressure thing.
setup.
Like pressure and turn type thing.
Shout out to China and
Yeah,
Temu,
yeah, maybe.
probably. Yep.
China.
Then the vibration just shook it loose. And
Maybe that's why they were on sale for $250.
It could be.
I'm
They,
not sure.
They could have victimized other
Oh, man,
cars.
these fans
if you
are
were
great.
victimized
Someone
by
took
these
it.
fans.
How many people took that to the dome piece? Just,
Right. So when we hang the second fan, we're gonna just go ahead and leave this piece off.
The fans literally killed 12 people.
Yeah.
you're gonna have that problem now. Turns on the fan, one of the blades just shoots out, sticks in the wall. Like,
Final destination.
the price point on this is starting to make
You
sense.
said your fan blades are wood.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
These are aluminum.
They're aluminum. I know. Thanks
Instant
for rubbing,
death.
rubbing that in. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. For those of you that don't know, there's a story behind these
Aluminium.
fans. Yeah, we appreciate that. We all, myself and Justin and Will, we all have shops, and we're all buying fans. Well, we have shops. Justin kind of has it. It's coming.
That's true.
I have a floor.
I have a dream.
So we were buying fans, and
I got
Justin posted up in the group chat. He's like, "Hey, everybody, these fans are on sale from Home Depot. They're 120 inches. Is that right? 120
Yeah, 10
inches?
10
10 foot? 10 foot? Yeah. Biggest fans we'd seen outside of big ass fans, right? And they're like 250,
They're on sale for $250.
250. They were on sale.
Yeah.
So we're like, holy shit. So I'm like, I'm gonna buy one of these. You bought 2 of them. I put one in my shopping cart. Got busy. I think Justin
Yeah,
did something
yeah,
similar. Put one in his shopping cart. Got busy. And then
Ryan went ahead and bought one. He didn't put it in the shopping cart.
Ryan,
Bought it.
Ryan bought one. Okay, cool. So Ryan has one as well.
Ryan has one
Yep.
in the
So-
box.
Yep.
Brand new.
So when we went to go buy them, myself and Justin, in separate times, they were sold out. All of them.
Wah, wah, wah.
They don't even exist anymore. They're not online.
quick question
They're not
though.
anywhere.
Where are you running? I know you want to do like a second level, second story kind
yeah,
of
it's
thing.
gonna be a back burner for now.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So are you just planning on
So,
possibly moving that
essentially-
or just readjusting them?
Essentially, where Justin is sitting
Yeah.
is going to be the corner of the L,
Okay.
because from essentially the end of this table all the way that way
Yeah.
is going to have a loft, but I got to span.
Okay.
But I got to be able to span 30 feet,
Okay.
and then
And then in here's where you're gonna have the
then-
lift.
and then from this corner all the way down 10 feet to this first cut right where you're sitting,
Okay.
that'll be second floor as well.
Okay.
Lift will be over there.
Okay. Still running one lift or 2 lifts? Or?
One lift,
Okay. What kind?
2 posts.
2 post? Okay. Cool, man.
All right, awesome. So back to the fan story. So we we found fans. They're only 96 inches. They're always going to be smaller.
Always.
And as it turns out, the fan blades are made of wood, and yours are made of aluminum. But
Aluminium.
I will tell you this: my fan has a light cover on it, and it has not come off.
He's like, my fan doesn't have projectiles. So
My fan didn't try to kill me
Mine-
or ruin any of my stuff.
Mine did.
So
Like 13 seconds into its adventure.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like we hung it and it was put together for at least an hour and a half while we finished stretching wire and zip tying everything and tightening everything and running it and splicing. We wired up where this fan's gonna be and
Yep.
ran it all down and got it in the box, everything.
the whole
everything.
time that cap
Whole
was
time.
like this.
And then the minute I pushed the button on that remote,
it said,
it's ejecto.
Jump.
I hit the ejecto button and just boom, and this thing just came down. It
Yep.
so loud that Deborah came from the house. Said,
That's
"I
how
heard
loud it
something.
was?
Are you okay?
"Are
yes,
you okay?"
She thought, poor thing, she thought it was Ryan. Fell out.
probably.
She probably did.
Yeah.
Yeah. It,
He probably would have caused less damage.
Was it? You win.
similar speed.
He wins.
Poor guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
didn't put the public
not a
tag
good
on him.
not a good time.
Got my car.
Oh man.
He would.
Anyway,
Wee.
I had kind of a. Go ahead.
After this fell, please tell me he sang like an Oompa Loompa song, like in the Chocolate Factory when shit goes wrong.
he did not. He apologized profusely. And I
God, you didn't capitalize on that once.
no man, I can't. I couldn't do that to him. He felt so sick. It was just. And genuinely, it wasn't his fault, man. Like because I would have put it up the same exact way he put it up.
Well, it's not nobody's
it
fault.
would've
It's
fell.
just poor engineering. But it just you had an opening right there. You didn't
I'm not
take
gonna
it.
do that to him. I'm not gonna do that to him.
I would have.
I know you would have. That's why.
Not even a. Not
That's
even a,
why
not
you
even
an
a,
asshole.
Trent
I got
would
you,
have did it
fam.
and then
I
held
got
it.
you, fam.
Not even a stern
Trent would
look
have did
and
it and like held it for a day. He would have like held it.
what did you do?
No, I didn't hit him with the Tommy boy. What did you do? No.
You didn't even hit him with one cross eye with the you motherfucker. Like nothing.
Nope.
Damn.
Nope. Not
Well,
gonna do it.
Missed opportunity.
Learned a valuable lesson. If anybody needs a new light cover, the second fan that goes up will not be getting that one.
It's true.
We won't be risking our lives.
It will
out
also
here.
double up as an ashtray apparently because that's what it's going to be.
It does look like an ashtray at my grandma's house in 1987.
Yeah.
Have a new cigar ashtray, buddy.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to say perfect.
I'm gonna mount that on the wall somewhere.
Yeah, this one will get mine on
It's a
the wall.
story,
You can
man,
have the
yeah.
other one.
That can go right up next to the burnt motor cover
Yeah.
with the hole in it.
Yeah.
Put that right up next to a whiteboard if you get one.
No, use that as the whiteboard, seeing as that's the only thing here.
Look in front of the car, numbnuts.
Did you finally get one?
Buddy, it's been there for like a month.
We were trying to give you time to look at it, but a month?
A month. At least a month. 3 weeks anyway. Close to a month.
Your time frame is so fucked.
It's not my fault you don't pay attention.
Bro, you have not had that for 3 weeks.
At least 3.5.
Trent, has he had that for 3.5 weeks?
I'm sure the box is in the garbage right now. If we go check it.
Check for the box. Go ahead.
Bro, that shit ain't been here for 2 weeks.
Check for the box. I
That
dare
shit
you.
ain't been here for 2
I dare
weeks.
you. A double dog dare you. Check for the box.
Empty them pockets. I bet there's a receipt.
Ain't no receipt.
The first thing on that whiteboard is tell Dean I've had this whiteboard for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Crossed
3.5.
out. Crossed out.
Been there for 3 weeks.
weeks.
That bitch ain't been there for 3
2
hours.
weeks. Maybe 2 weeks. Maybe 2 weeks.
Maybe one with a holiday. Short holiday week.
Solid 2 weeks.
Maybe y'all rolled it in tonight. That's what the fuck it is.
Where's the box? Go ahead. Find the box.
We can't find the box because we can't find anything you buy.
There's a lot.
Can't find the box.
Can't find
it didn't
shit.
come in a box.
Calling up Scotty. Did I leave the paint over
Where's
there?
that,
He's like, I
where's
don't
that
know.
header paint?
I don't know.
I almost commented on that, but I was like, this is just too easy at this point. I'm not. It's just too easy.
I'm almost positive I took it over there, but
What'd you lose now?
Scott's over there painting those lightning headers. He's like, I
header
don't know
paint.
what he's talking about.
He reaffirmed the point that we need a shelf purely for extra parts that Will buys and then loses, and then we have a stockpile for a fucking
Refine
yard
it.
sale.
Speaking of which, your headers are still outside. Don't forget to bring them.
yeah.
Yeah, and they don't have any paint on them.
Oh, they do.
They're coated.
Oh, are they coated?
Coated.
That's cool.
Yeah, nice damp air, perfect time.
Well, anyway, when we were at the show, what we were talking about, I had a weird question. I had a kid come up to me and he asked me what year the Lincoln was. I told him it was 92.
Did you?
He
No,
told-
did you tell him it was the cleanest 92?
Yeah. I said, come on. I said, come on, you big dummy. It's the cleanest 92 you've ever seen, right? Then I gave him a little.
I feel like that's what you
Mom.
told the kid that had the touch of the tism at Cars and Coffee.
Oh man, that made that kid's day though.
He did.
and may
He
have
did.
ruined his
He did.
financial future, as I do at Cars and Coffee.
It's true.
So yeah, so this kid asked. He said, "What year's the interior?" I told him 92. He's like, "Oh yeah, I really like the 92 interior versus the 95 or 96, whatever year they changed."
Agreed.
Yep. Yeah, and I agree. I said I agree too.
I don't know
I
if
think
that
this
was
interior
changed from a 92.
squared off, old school, old 90s versus the rounded,
Okay,
newer style. But then he asked an interesting question. I'm going to ask you guys the same question.
I feel like this is going to land us in trouble.
What scent do you use on your interior?
Was he really close when he said that?
He was like I was uncomfortable. Like,
What scent do you use?
you guys are just talking about my toes. They literally just squeezed up. They're all-
You're like,
what's
depending on
that?
how I answer this, I might put on a list.
yeah,
Yeah. so great.
exactly. So
I actually don't use any kind of air fresheners.
no kind of air freshener. No.
I'm going to plead the fifth.
In the old car,
Don't want to be on a list.
I have the little scent tree.
Yeah.
That's barbershop.
That-
Smells like shaving cream.
This
It's
is the
amazing.
exact scent that the Lincoln has because when I bought that car, it had 3 of those in there.
Solid. Yeah. It's a
smells
solid.
good.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
a very
clean
good
smell.
Clean smelling.
I can't honestly say that I have one, but I've always wanted to just because I don't know. I think I've just been jaded with it because anybody's car that I've been in that has a scent, it feels like they've just drowned it.
Are you a black ice guy?
90% of people in
they
custom
are. I don't
cars
know.
are black
I
guys.
It's
hate
just
black
too.
ice.
It's just
Car noir.
any car that I've heard like smelt that had a scent in it, they just put too much. So I've always been afraid to put a scent in my car because it's like it's going to be so overpowering.
Yeah, that's
But
fair.
I would like to dabble in it.
Try that
What is this, barbershop?
Try that barbershop. It's good.
What is it like a
I got some at the
It
top.
smells like shaving cream, which
They smell like.
hanging tree?
It's-
little thing,
it's-
or-
doesn't align, but
Here, let me.
yeah, show me that.
We'll order some right now. So
Yeah.
we get a box of them.
they do. They smell really good.
Okay,
So, yeah.
I'll run that.
See if you can order those with the logo on them.
That'd be tight.
That'd be nice. Yeah. Take one of those.
I usually just lift my floor mats and spray some of my cologne on it.
Oh, what clone is that?
Barbershop.
Curve.
CK1? Curve. Holy.
Brute.
That'll take it back.
Brute.
Justin knows what he likes. Brute. Stetson.
Aramis. Kicking into nickel right there.
The old original Tommy Hilfiger.
Oh, that's not bad.
That was good stuff.
God, get the free samples.
Aqua de Gio.
Anyway,
times.
this has been our
Okay.
recap of LowriderFest, along with some shenanigans. I hope you enjoyed.
Yep.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.
All right. See you.